The 2016 PrimeTime Sports Tournament of Champions started pool play today in College Station, Texas, and we begin the action in Pool A. In the 8th grade division, they kicked off the day matching the Rolette Fuel against Midlothian Heritage. In this nail-biter, Rolette Fuel didn't have enough in the tank to pass Midlothian Heritage, and the final score was 24-21. After emptying the tank in their first game, Rolette Fuel dropped their second game to the Cypress Wildcats 2021 squad. The Wildcats get their first win of the tournament in stunning fashion, beating the Rolette Fuel 41-12. Midlothian Heritage hoped to pick themselves up in the final game in Pool A against Cypress Wildcats. Unfortunately, the team couldn't find any traction. The offensive or defensive performance from the group was very little. The Wildcats, on the other hand, got into rhythm early and scored often. The Wildcats put up big numbers offensively and held Midlothian Heritage scoreless in the game. The Wildcats come out on top to capture the Pool A 1 seed with a 47-0 victory. Midlothian Heritage captures the 2 seed, and Rolette Fuel gets the 3 seed. Meanwhile, in Pool B, Lovejoy opened their tournament run with a 14-point victory over Katy Elite. Lovejoy moves on with a 26-12 win. The San Antonio Synergy 2021 squad came out strong as well, beating the Cougar Elite Black squad 48-12. Their head coach said the team showed a great combined effort in the win.
We ran some really crisp routes. Our receivers made good catches with their hands. Defense played real good. We're gelling at the right time and playing just real good team ball.
The Synergy and Lovejoy would meet in the next game in what was a well-played game by both squads. The Synergy looked to make a run, but Lovejoy got away with a slim 4-point win. Lovejoy 25, San Antonio Synergy 21. Katy Elite and Cougar Elite were both looking to bounce back in their second game in pool play. Both teams fought till the end, but it was Cougar Elite that would come out on top by 3 points. Final score here, 19-16. The San Antonio Synergy came into the next game fired up after only losing narrowly to Lovejoy. Katy Elite, on the other hand, came into the game already on a 2-game skid. The Synergy kept true to their name and worked well together to defeat Katy Elite by a wide margin, 42-14. So it'll be Lovejoy heading into day 2 as the 1 seed in Pool B. San Antonio Synergy close behind as the 2 seed, with the Cougar Elite taking the 3 as Katy Elite becomes the 4 seed. Pool C was on absolute fire today as the first game in Pool C combined for a whopping 81 points. It was the Highland Park Scots that would win a shootout over the LTMS Nighthawks with a final score of 49-32. Highland Park's coach said the team stuck to the game plan and will continue to do so throughout the tournament.
I don't think you change anything once you get here. You dance with the girl that brung you. There's nothing you can change at this point that's going to do anything.
Highland Park managed to score even more points in their second game as they faced off with the Grapevine Storm. The Scots managed 3 more points than they did in their first game as their defense was much improved as well. They win this one 52-7. The Grapevine Storm then faced off with the Nighthawks but did not fare much better. The Nighthawks take this game 21-6. So it'll be the Scots taking the 1 seed into Sunday. Your Nighthawks will be the 2 seed, and they hand the Grapevine Storm the 3 seed. Meanwhile, in Pool D, the Cypress Flight beat the Round Rock Unity by a sizable gap. Cypress took the game 41-12 and turned around to face the Hebron Hawks. The Hawks put up a better fight, but it still wasn't enough to take down the Cypress Flight. The Hawks dropped this one 40-21 to Cypress. So it'll be Cypress Flight coming out of Pool D with the 1 seed, followed by Round Rock as the 2, and the Hawks will follow as the 3 seed. Pool E got underway as the Cypress Edge took on the Stephenville Jackets, as the Edge didn't seem to have their edge in this one, dropping the first round matchup 41-20. They wouldn't find it in their next matchup either as the Cypress Edge dropped game 2 of pool play, this time to Stony Point Elite 46-21. The Stephenville Jackets and the Stony Point Elite then faced off. It was the Stony Point Elite pulling away with a 27-20 victory. So that makes Stony Point Elite the 1 seed as they hand Stephenville Jackets the 2 spot, and Cypress Edge rounds out the pool with the 3 seed. And in Pool F, you had Wildcats, Mustangs, and Dragons. Oh my. Pool F definitely featured 3 fearless teams looking to get to bracket play on Sunday, and it was the Cy Ranch Mustangs downing Southlake 33-12 in their first game. The Dragons would then bounce back, and they looked to reset against Westridge directly after the loss. Unfortunately, they would only be able to put up the same amount of points as their first pool game. Westridge would double that score to win 24-12. The Wildcats then moved on to scratch the Mustangs in the final pool game, final score of 32-19. The Westridge Wildcats will take the 1 seed, the Mustangs will be your 2, and the Dragons round out the pool as the 3 seed. In Pool G, where the Katy NLA Red Raiders were hot enough to overcome the Midlothian Ice 36-24, their hot streak then continued as they promptly played Lake Travis and took the victory 42-19. Midlothian then rebounded in the final game as they were able to freeze Lake Travis to take the W by 13 points with a win 33-20. Katy will be your 1 seed into bracket play on Sunday. Midlothian will follow as the 2 seed, and Lake Travis is your 3 seed. And finally, in Pool H, this may have been the last pool, but they definitely scored the most points. It was Mesquite outscoring Round Rock 36-22 in their first pool play game. The Gamecocks took their victory and immediately faced the H.F. Stevens Showtime, and Showtime is right. H.F. Stevens put a division-leading 62 points on the board and held the Mesquite Gamecocks to a measly 6 points in an easy victory. So it'll be H.F. Stevens demolishing the pool to easily get the 1 seed. The Mesquite Gamecocks take the 2 seed, and the Round Rock Hornets will get the 3 seed. That does it for this divisional recap from College Station, Texas for Primetime Sports. I'm Michael Knight, live from the Tournament of Champions.